All right, hey everyone, I'm Book Club Mom, and today I'm going to, in a little bit, review Demon Copperhead by Barbara Kingsolver. So if you've been following or checked out any of my other YouTube videos, you might notice that I've been experimenting with a lot of different things and just trying to figure out what I like to do, like what's fun to do, but also what's interesting. So that is not easy because I don't want to be like super boring or super serious, because I'm not always serious. Of course, this is like a super serious book I'm going to review, but and as you can see, it's very plain in the background here. So I have a bunch of wall tapestries, which you can check those out in other videos. But we just had this room redone, and I don't want to tack anything up on the wall. It was just repainted, and we don't have furniture in here yet. I'm sitting on my piano bench because that's all I have down here to sit on. So I've been working on just figuring out, I've been doing some shorts, and of course, you know, I've been playing the piano a little bit, and just trying to figure out what works for me and what might work that isn't super boring. So I was gonna have like a really crazy tapestry up here. I was gonna tack it up to the door so that it wouldn't show with the, like, if I didn't want to nail it into the wall, but I gave up because it's just too much work, and I just wanted to kind of do this. Also, you may notice I look a little different. I went to work about 3 weeks ago. My hairdryer broke, and it was a super hot day, and I was getting ready to go out, and my hairdryer broke. And so, I have wavy hair, but I usually like blow it straight, or I mix it up a little bit, but it was so hot that day. It was like crazy hot. And if you know what I'm talking about, there's nothing worse than taking a shower in the summer and then blow drying your hair, and you get so hot. It's just so hot. So I went to work. I got a new hairdryer, and but I haven't used it too much because I've just decided it's just too hot to blow dry your hair. So I went to work last week, and somebody said, "Oh, what happened to your hair?" I just said, "I gave up." So this is what it is. So once the weather gets better, maybe I'll do some more work on my hair. So anyway, so what I'm going to do today, this is slightly different. I'm going to do, what you're gonna see next is just an audio, or it's going to lead you to an audio of my book review of Demon Copperhead by Barbara Kingsolver. So here's the thing, when you're trying to talk about a book on a video, it's really hard to, especially a book like that, because that's like there's a lot in that book, and you don't want to forget anything, but you also want to be natural, right? Like and so I've done other book reviews, but I feel like I'm just looking at my notes and it doesn't seem natural. So I did a recording of it's actually the recording of the book review that I put on my blog, Book Club Mom, on WordPress. And I just thought, well, maybe that's the way to go. So I'd be interested in knowing whether you think that's like a good format or not, or like if you get tired of looking at me, you'd like to just listen. Is everybody's busy? There's always a demand to consume some kind of content. So all right, I'm going to stop talking, and I hope you enjoy this new format. And if you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and it'd be great if you could subscribe. Still trying to get more people to come to my channel. So that would be awesome. And I'll see you on the other side. All right, hey everyone. So I am going to review Demon Copperhead by Barbara Kingsolver. For me, this was a 4.5-star read, and I'll explain why it wasn't 5 for me. Listen, 3 stars means I like the book, so anything above, and especially in the 4.5 range, that means I really liked it. So this is another book I waited a long time to get a library copy. Demon Copperhead, a modern retelling of David Copperfield by Charles Dickens. In this one, Kingsolver sets her book in the southern Appalachian Mountains of Lee County, Virginia, and tells the story of Damon, a boy who endures the foster care system and, as a teen, becomes addicted to opioids. Demon Copperhead won the Pulitzer Prize and the Women's Prize for Fiction, so lots of hype. Did I like it? Yes, I did, very much. I will say that at 560 pages, it's a long read, and although enjoyable, it is dark. I think to show the reader just how poorly our society takes care of its most vulnerable, and to emphasize the massive problem of opioid addiction, pointing just blame for the crisis at the pharmaceutical companies and the doctors who prescribed these painkillers. So it's kind of a pretty heavy subject here. In this first-person narration, we meet Damon, born to a teenage mother and named for his dead father, and with his dad's same red hair and green eyes, becomes known as Demon. As for having a famous ghost dad for a father, he says, "I can't say I hated being noticed in that way. You can't deny it. It's got a power to it." Demon's power takes the form of resilience, which helps him survive in the early days of his mother's addiction and marriage to the abusive Merle Stone, and later as a lost boy in the foster care system. Even in the darkest days as a farm worker for the heartless Mr. Crickson, and later with the Macabres, where he works a job shoveling trash at a meth lab, Demon finds ways to keep going. Some of this early strength comes from drawing comic book superheroes, as well as from his relationship with the benevolent Peggott family, who, despite their large clan with its own problems, treat Demon as one of theirs. Others, including his friend Maggot's Aunt June and his previously absent grandmother, Betsy Woodall, Coach Winfield and his daughter Angus, and his art teacher, Miss Annie, they all help Demon get his feet on the ground. So Demon has people in his court. But looking back, Demon says, when I said before about having some golden time of life where it's all good, your people have your back, and you don't notice, that's how the cruel world bites you. The pitfalls await. I'll leave these pitfalls to the reader. But in general, Kingsolver devotes a large section to Demon's period of addiction. I've heard others say that this part is too long and that more time should be spent on how he makes it out. I was initially frustrated with Demon's voice here at his inability to see his bad decisions and at his immaturity. But the more I have thought about it, the more I believe that Kingsolver does this deliberately to show the true and endless struggle that addiction is. We know from the beginning that Demon makes it out, so it's for the readers to learn how. The book isn't all dark, though. Demon Copperhead is also a story about friendship, love, and hope, as well as an appreciation for the beauty of rural Lee County, a small town life and a feeling of community, offering a welcome round out to an otherwise difficult story. I have not read David Copperfield, but now I want to. I'm going to take a break, however, and read something later next. Have you read Demon Copperhead? Is it on your TBR? What about David Copperfield? Leave a comment. Let me know.
And so that is about it. I hope you enjoyed this audio review, and I will see you soon or talk to you again soon. All right, take it easy.
Okay, everyone. Well, I hope you liked that. Demon Copperhead was probably has been one of the best books I've read so far this year. As I said in the audio, 4.5 stars. It was just so long, and it was kind of a heavy subject, and it's not like I don't want to be serious, but it was just so heavy for so many pages. Kind of dragged me down. Was a little overwhelming, but definitely a book I would recommend. It's just, you want to go into it knowing what you're getting into. So anyway, I will see you again soon, and thank you again for watching and listening.